Good morning, everybody. This is Wednesday, February 12th. Welcome to the Weather Spot. Grab your coffee and join me for a few minutes of a weather update. It's a good morning to do that if you're able to this morning. Hop on over to Mid America Live to check out cancellations and closings for our area. And think we have a couple more mornings like this coming up in the future. But we'll look at today first, and then we'll look at, unfortunately, I see two more chances for something like this to happen again. So here's what's going on outside right now. And I have this backed up so that we can see what you might have missed overnight if you were lucky enough to sleep through. Here comes the 4 a.m. hour right now, right on time when this wintry mix look to move across 69. Here it is across I-49. And of course, here's our current situation. So right now I'm seeing 23 up in Harrisonville, about 27 over in Clinton, 24 down around Fort Scott and Nevada. So just exactly what we thought. This is showing up as a wintry mix. Should be a little bit more towards snow, but that's the way that it's bouncing back to the radar anyway. Interestingly enough, about an hour and a half ago, atmospheric instability was high enough that we saw some thunder sleet. Down here, this would be like Greenfield, Stockton, Bolivar area, I think it was, and that's pushed off to the east of those folks. No such excitement up here closer to our neighborhood. The heaviest of the snow is going to come through between now. This is about 7:04 and about 9 a.m. this morning. It's going to snow the rest of the day, but I think we're going to pick up the bulk between 9, maybe 10 today is how that moves through. So let's go ahead and look at data to update with here. Here is what I'm looking at for snow totals. I'm still seeing this continues to trend downward. I'm seeing a high of about 3 inches to surrounding Kansas City. So we get down in here to southern Cass County, Bates County. I think 3 inches is going to be the high side. Looking over toward the east of us, over into Henry County, they may get a little bit closer to 4 inches. 3 inches, the going rate still down towards Vernon County. The folks in east central Kansas might luck out to the tune of about an inch less snow by the time all is said and done with this system. I do see winds popping up this afternoon. This is by 6 p.m. They are strongest here over south central Kansas, and they work their way across state line between 6 p.m. and midnight. So whatever we get, the last of what we get should be lighter and fluffier snow. So we're going to watch out for some blowing and drifting, that streaking across the roadways probably this evening. I don't know if that's going to pick up in time for the afternoon commute or not, probably the tail end of it. The next big weather headline is the cold. Here we are today, 28. These are Butler numbers. That's all we get to today, but here we are by 8 o'clock tonight. We're down to 18. We just keep falling. Tomorrow's low is 9. The winds, last I looked, I hope they taper off. I don't think we have quite the wind chill factors for tomorrow morning that we were looking at, but still a high in the single digits for sure. So it won't take much to make that feel worse. So that is today's system. Like I say, there's not a major change in that. I think by mid-afternoon, we're just about done. So I'm going to move ahead to Saturday right now. This is looking at Saturday, and I alluded to this the other night. I wanted to get some more data. Well, we have some more data. So during the daytime on Saturday, I've pulled up this graphic because we can see temperatures. So I think the good news, the luck is that we're going to start off the day with temperatures, as you can see, in the 35, 43 even for our area. And then going through the day, this is what happens with that high pressure closing in. Temperature is going to drop fairly rapidly as the system moves in. And so as it does, we're going to drop down to, look at that, 32, headed for 27. And that should make us skip right over to snow. And so we do get to add a little bit of snow for Saturday by Saturday night. So this is 2 inches on the high side in Kansas City. We probably add a dusting to an inch come Sunday morning. So not so much in the way of headlines for that. And then in the data, I'm just full of good news today. But this is the last one I see, I promise. This is looking now at Tuesday, and the setup is the same as what we've been talking about for today. This is a shortwave system, and it adds possibly 2 inches widespread throughout the region by the time all is said and done Tuesday night. And how it works and what happens is really identical to what we're seeing today in the data. So we'll have to track that out. There's too much time between then and now to be overly certain. But if that shakes out in any number like that, this is a snow map. This is not today, be full disclosure, but this is now through Wednesday. And I think all of this may add up to around 7 inches for parts of our area. So a long way to go, obviously, still with that data. We will keep an eye on it. That's what I see. That's what I know as of this morning. Hey, I appreciate you joining me. We'll keep an eye on things today. I'll bring you any breaking